चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं फिर। अच्छा, कल हमने डिस्कस किया था इज़ोट्रोपिया केस, जिसमें हमने हिस्ट्री देखी थी, एग्जामिनेशन देख लिया था, the investigations of the examinations we have to do, and the treatment briefly. Then we discussed the stepwise management, and we finished at amblyopia. If there's amblyopia, what we will do, and if there's no amblyopia yet, there's still a deviation. There are three possible causes of that, and if there's an ominous retinal correspondence, we have to treat with the optics. तो यहाँ से ही आगे चलते हैं, या रिवाइज कर लें एक बार पहले। आगे से चलते हैं, उसके बाद जब हम दोबारा एक्सोट्रोपी डिस्कस करेंगे हम रिवाइज कर लेंगे। ठीक है, तो let's say that in either case amblyopia is patient had amblyopia and we treat his amblyopia with patching and cycloplegics, and after a while we find out that he has normal retinal correspondence, right, meaning that the fovea of both the eyes are receptive. This is the case, right? Or दूसरा, when we treating the anomalous retinal correspondence with the optics, there are two possibilities, right? Either that the anomalous retinal correspondence is treated, or retinal correspondence normal हो जाती है दोनों में, meaning both the foveas are looking at the object of regard. And secondly, the other possibility is that the treatment is a failure, meaning that the anomalous retinal correspondence or the eccentric fixation है, तो peripheral retina में एक point जो fovea बन रहा है, that cannot be treated, that cannot be cured, means that our treatment with the optics is failing. So in either case, what do you think we should do? Keep in mind that all of this is going around with glasses or the eye drops. ये सारा साथ साथ उसके चल रहा है, ठीक है? Let's start over here. अच्छा, anomalous retinal correspondence आपको पता लग गया कि है. We tried with the optics, we tried stimulating the fundus of the eye, of the squinting eye, so that it becomes receptive to vision. However, our treatment is failing and squint is not getting better. The vision in that eye is not getting better. So what will we do next if there's a failure? Is there anything else we can do?
अब surgery करना।
Surgery कर सकते हैं, that's good. What will be the aim of surgery in such a case in which there is abnormal retinal correspondence, meaning that एक आंख का fovea, it's not coming back? So what will be the aim of surgery in such a case?
उस वाले पार्ट को अगर हम ablate कर लें,
Ablate कर लें. All right, if we ablate that, means that abnormal correspondence, retinal correspondence will finished. However, there will be no मतलब correspondence at all then, right? There's a chance that the squint will increase further. Fixation point ही नहीं होगा, तो the eye will be मतलब it will not have anything to look at or anything to fix towards. So it will constantly deviate further. ठीक है?
सही है।
Because that abnormal point is keeping it fixed at something, right? वहाँ पे at least fixed तो हो रहा है. If that point is moved, if with ablation, that means that another part of the eye will try to मतलब fix, other than the point, other than the fovea, और जो point ablate किया था उसके बाद, meaning that the squint will be worsened. ठीक है? When there's a normal retinal correspondence, or that is not being treated, it means that the fovea of one eye is looking straight ahead to the object of regard, and another part of the other eye, a part of the retina which is not the fovea, is looking at it, and it means that there's amblyopia in that eye. Not as such amblyopia, but the main thing is that there's a vision failure, binocular vision failure in that eye. So in such a case, if we straighten the squinting eye, okay, if we straighten this squinting eye in this case, it will be for cosmetic reasons only. You get this point?
लेकिन उसका विजन
स्ट्रेटन करने से भी पॉइंट वापस नहीं जाएगा?
नहीं जाएगा. That's the thing, right? Now, preoptic therapy is used so that the normal retinal correspondence is developed. The fovea which was being suppressed, it's unsuppressed, और वहाँ पे light stimulation हो, and that it becomes the main area of reception of all stimuli. But if that fails, it means that there is minimal chance, or at least no chance, that binocular vision will develop in that eye, because you need the fovea for binocular vision, right? तो जब इस तरह केस में when there's you can do nothing about that abnormal retinal correspondence, and even after you're giving classes, even after you prescribe eye drops if the patient is not compliant with classes, and you've done everything, single medical treatment you can, then the only remaining treatment for only indication for doing surgery in this case is for cosmetic reasons alone. ठीक है, क्योंकि आंख तो वापस नहीं आ सकती ना. It's the treatment has failed, or there is no improvement. और फिर
मतलब स्क्विंट रहेगा, लेकिन हम बाहर से
स्क्विंट
बस
रहेगा, बिल्कुल बाहर से ठीक कर देंगे. तो इसमें होता क्या है, बिल्कुल ना आप वो बात कह रहे लगी हो, वो आप बताओ, मैं फिर बताता हूँ आपको. क्या कह रही थी आप?
तो फिर उस वाले आई में भी एम्ब्लायोपिया तो डेवलप हो जाएगा?
बिल्कुल हो जाएगा. जैसे विजन, उसमें आई में विजन डिक्रीज होगा. सेकेंडली, जब हम कॉस्मेटिक सर्जरी से आई सीधी कर देंगे, तो दैट एनोमलस पॉइंट था, दैट विल स्टिल रिमेन द मेन पॉइंट जिस पर आई फोकस करने लगेगी. सो इवन आफ्टर कॉस्मेटिक सर्जरी देयर इज अ चांस दैट द आई विल रिवर्ट टू इट्स ओरिजिनल पोजीशन. बिल्कुल ठीक है. दैट्स अ रिस्क, because the eye has learned to see through that abnormal point, and even if you correct that with surgery, there's still a tendency of the eye to deviate so that it can again see with that abnormal eye. So cosmetic surgery always is a failure, and that is why we never do surgery at the start of the squint, because if we do not correct this abnormal retinal correspondence, if there's any, and we do not connect with glasses, and if we go straight for surgery, then the eye will again deviate. Okay? So let's say that there's normal retinal correspondence. If there was an amblyopia, we treated that amblyopia, and there was a normal, and our therapy with preoptics was successful. Okay? So now we've seen that there's normal retinal correspondence in both the eyes, meaning that both the eyes are looking at the same place. There is binocular vision. Along with we're doing this along with giving classes or everything. This is going side by side. So what will we do next? Binocular vision के मैंने कल grades बताए थे. Do you remember the grades? Anyone? क्या grades थे?
एक तो दोनों eyes का vision होता है, फिर fusion होता है.
Exactly. So now when we say that, बिल्कुल syropsis. Now we've seen that there's grade 1, a normal retinal correspondence हो गई है in both the eyes, meaning that we have to see now that this is grade 1 binocular. We have to see if there is fusion or not in the eyes. Syropsis तो बात की बात है ना, fusion होगी तो फिर there is syropsis. तो fusion का हमें कैसे पता लगेगा? Binocular vision हम किस इंस्ट्रूमेंट से चेक करते हैं? Synaptophore, exactly. Yes, synaptophore. We tested binocular vision using a synaptophore. So when using a synaptophore, we've tested whether there is fusion or not. So there are two cases over here, right? Number one, no fusion. And the second is there is fusion. So what will you do if there is no fusion? यहाँ पे एक O काम आता है. There is one O over here. We discussed 4 O's last time, right?
Orthoptics.
Orthoptics, exactly. Orthoptics. Orthoptics are eye exercises, not in the sense that eye muscles are used. They are used to train binocular vision of the eye. Okay? These are called orthoptics. These are small activities or exercises using the synaptophore. Remember synaptophore? There were 2 tubes on the synaptophore, 1 for each eye. You give a picture in both the tubes. Both the eyes look at the picture separately, and afterwards you try to merge the picture so that the eyes they learn to fuse together.
तो ऑर्थोप्टिक्स और प्लीऑप्टिक्स में क्या फर्क होता है?
ऑप्टिक्स एंड प्लीऑप्टिक्स में क्या फर्क होता है? ठीक है, ऑर्थोप्टिक्स इज यूज्ड फॉर डेवलपिंग बाइनोकुलर विजन. ठीक है, मीनिंग दैट ऑन द synaptophore कोई मैंने पूरी किस्सा कहानी बताया. 2 images are shown or more images shown, such that the aim of this exercise or orthoptics is to have binocular vision, have fusion in 2 eyes which have grade 1 binocular vision, have normal retinal correspondence. Pleoptics we do in the eye in which there is abnormal or anomalous retinal correspondence. In pleoptics, we shine bright flashes. It's simply giving stimulus to the eye. Shining bright lights, bright flashes using a synaptophore or any other instrument, so that the fovea which was suppressed at the start, or if it is unresponsive, usko stimulation mile and it starts sending signals towards the brain. Okay? Pleoptics we use to treat abnormal retinal correspondence in which the retina is, the fovea is not the main point of the retina, the point which has the maximum impulses. So in such a case, we use pleoptics. When we want to develop fusion in the eye, then we use orthoptics, right? So let's say our treatment of orthoptics is successful and the eyes, they develop fusion. And the other possibility is that orthoptics fail and no fusion is developed. And if that is the case, we try again and again, because if there is no reason, then orthoptics अगर fail कर जाए, that means that there is no fusion, right? ठीक है, एक circle, एक loop बन जाएगा. And if you want to do surgery in this case, it will be for cosmetic reasons or not therapeutic. ठीक है? So let's say that orthoptics are successful and fusion has developed. Yet there is still a deviation in the eyes. Okay? Even after glasses, even after we've done all this, we've managed the amblyopia, we've developed normal retinal correspondence, the eyes are fusing together, yet still there is a deviation. What else should we do now?
अब डेविएशन क्यों होगी? रेटिना कॉर्नियल्स भी हो गई है, फ्यूजन भी हो गई है, तो अब क्यों मिसअलाइनमेंट होगी?
बिल्कुल, एग्जैक्टली. हम वही सोच रहे हैं ना कि मिसअलाइनमेंट क्यों होनी चाहिए इन सच अ केस. व्हाट कैन बी द कॉज ओवर हियर? अब हमने सारा कुछ, वी करेक्टेड एवरीथिंग, राइट? We saw that if there was anything abnormal in the afferent pathway, eyes में कोई मसला नहीं था, nerve normal थी, everything else was normal. ठीक है, we tried to solve the issues if there were any inside the CNS ताकि मसला ना हो. We tried to make sure that the brain, it learns fusion. Fusion is a central process, right? It's in the occipital cortex. We tried. So even after these things, if we still have to resort for surgery, it means that something is there. So most of the thing, इसमें जो बात है कि what the final thing जिसकी वजह से हम surgery आना पड़ता है, it's still not clear in many things. ठीक है, it's still all theories. But one of the things is that in long-standing deviation, ठीक है, let's say if this is long-standing in this case, what happens is that इसमें अब कौन सा मसल ज़्यादा काम कर रहा है इस वाली आई में? Medial rectus, right? So the medial rectus in this case, it might develop a contracture. What a contracture क्या होता है? A contracture is that the muscle, after constant activity, constant contraction, it shrinks. Relax नहीं कर पाता. Yes, either it shrinks in size, meaning that there's a constant pull, or it's unable to relax. ठीक है? Now this might be the case. This is one of the causes. और इस कॉन्ट्रैक्शन की वजह से हो सकता है कि आई मूवमेंट्स भी अफेक्ट हो. हमें लगे कि शायद एक कॉमिटेंट स्क्विंट नहीं है, इनकॉमिटेंट स्क्विंट है, बट वी हैव टू कीप दिस कॉन्ट्रैक्शन इन माइंड कि ओवर एक्टिविटी की वजह से कॉन्ट्रैक्शन हो जाता है. तो दिस इज वन ऑफ द कॉजेस दैट वी हैव टू डू सर्जरी. बाकी द कॉजेस हैं, देयर आर मोर और लेस थ्योरीज एंड सच, क्योंकि अभी तक इसको डिटरमिनेटिव कॉज नहीं मैंने पढ़ा एटलीस्ट. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द कॉजेस व्हाई वी हैव टू डू सर्जरी. ठीक है, so even if the deviation is the deviation is not returning to normal. There is still a deviation even after we've made sure that the fusion is there. So we will go towards surgery. Okay, but is there any specific indication for surgery in this case?
Age.
Age, that's good. Surgery के हिसाब से age. What should be the age of the age of the patient to perform surgery?
4 to 5 years के बाद.
क्यों? Justify your answer. क्यों लगता है 4 to 5 years के बाद करनी चाहिए? मतलब कुछ भी बोल दो, कम ऑन. अच्छा,
अब तक आईसाइट हाइपरमेट्रोपिया अगर है तो हो सकता है सेट हो गया हो.
बिल्कुल, आपने बात ठीक की है. Hypermetropia, it improves with age. However, if there is a squint and if the abnormal eye, देखो हाइपरमेट्रोपिया तो दोनों आंखों में होगा ना, या एक आंख में भी हो. तो हम अगर हाइपरमेट्रोपिया के ठीक होने का वेट करेंगे, हो सकता है कि द विजन इट डज नॉट गेट बेटर. और हमने जो इतनी मुश्किल से एम्ब्लायोपिया ट्रीट किया था, हमने इतनी मुश्किल से उसकी एब्नॉर्मल रेटिनल कोरेस्पोंडेंस ठीक की थी, and if that eye is still not getting proper stimulus, तो हो सकता है कि amblyopia develops again. ठीक है, the eye it further deviates. So age is important in surgery. Age is important in the surgery that it should be done as soon as possible. ताकि amblyopia अगर है, if it's treated, it does not reoccur, and if it's progressing, it does not progress that much.
Okay.
तो मतलब as young as 3 to 4 years age में भी surgery हो जाती है if a clinical judgment is that patient or the child will be compliant with the surgery. और उसके बाद जो methods हैं जो हमने करने, क्योंकि the surgery is still not the final thing. Surgery के साथ we still need to do amblyopia therapy if amblyopia is persistent. We still need glasses. ये नहीं कि surgery कर ली तो it all is done and finished. All goes hand in hand with amblyopia treatment and glasses. So if the clinical judgment is that the patient or the child is compliant enough to wear glasses, he's compliant with the amblyopia therapy, and surgery is beneficial for him, it should be done as soon as possible. ताकि binocular vision and good vision be retained in the squinting eye. Okay. What else should be the consideration in doing surgery? एंगल ऑफ डिविएशन का कोई ताल्लुक होगा इसमें सर्जरी में? होगा, ठीक है. नाउ सर्जरी में वन थिंग इज दैट वी सेट द एज कि जितनी जल्दी पॉसिबल हो. सेकेंडली वी हैव टू सी व्हाट द एंगल ऑफ डिविएशन इज. इसमें जो थिंग इज दैट डिस्कस्ड एंगल ऑफ डिविएशंस जो हम किस तरह फाइंड आउट करते हैं.
वो जो टेस्ट्स थे
Hirschberg से कर सकते हैं.
Hirschberg
Rosenberg test, that's right.
Rosenberg से कर सकते हैं.
If the angle is greater, बिल्कुल synaptophore. So if the angle is greater than 10 degrees, we perform it. ठीक है, क्योंकि इसमें the surgery it needs correction, the squint it needs correction so that the treatments are good. And 10 degrees is a lot of deviation. इसका मतलब ये है कि 1 millimeter हमने बात की थी ना कि it's around 7 degrees. 7 degrees. So it's very much it's significant deviation. However, if the angle of deviation is less than 10 degrees, we do not go for surgery. Okay? Then we try to use these therapies alone, जो ऊपर हमने बात की थी, because it's very less. The angle is minimal. And if there is still any abnormality with vision, or if the child starts to develop diplopia, because normal retinal correspondence are here, and there is no amblyopia. If still there is a deviation, then there is a chance that the child will develop diplopia. So then we will treat the diplopia. Diplopia की हम therapy करेंगे, जो next time around में जब next session होगा ना हमारा, उसमें non-common में diplopia therapy हम तब discuss कर लेंगे, ठीक है? तो surgeries, what are the surgeries which we can do in school? इनके आपको नाम आने चाहिए. and specific indications in cases. ठीक है, किसी को नाम पता है इन सर्जरीज के?
नहीं।
ठीक है, चलो अभी हम दो टाइप्स की सर्जरीज मैं बता देता हूँ आपको।
मीडियल रेक्टस मसल रिसेशन और फिर लैटरल वाला होगा एक। ठीक
है, दैट्स गुड, सही बताया। नाउ अच्छा, ये तो मसल के स्पेसिफिक है ना। देयर आर टू इंपॉर्टेंट सर्जरीज व्हिच यू हैव टू रिमेंबर। वन इज रिसेशन, द अदर इज रिसेक्शन। ठीक है, अब इस पहले हम देखते हैं कि है क्या, फिर हम देखेंगे कि इस केस में हमें क्या करने की जरूरत है। तो व्हाट इज रिसेक्शन? रिसेक्शन तो आपको पता होना चाहिए क्या है।
रिमूव कर देना।
Yes, we remove a part of the muscle. That is what resection is. We remove a part of the muscle. So when we're doing a resection of a muscle, what we do is that we remove a part of the muscle. इसकी वजह से अगर हम मसल का पार्ट रिमूव करें and the origin of the muscle and the insertion of the muscle is at the same place, लेकिन हम दरमियान से एक पार्ट रिमूव कर रहे हैं and we're stitching the ends together, इससे आपको क्या लगता है उस मसल की एक्टिविटी में क्या होगा?
उसका इफेक्टिव इंक्रीज हो जाएगा।
दो बंदे बोले, क्या दोबारा बोले?
पावर कम हो जाएगी।
ठीक है, एक में का पावर कम हो जाएगी और
मैंने कहा था इफेक्टिव पुल उस मसल का इंक्रीज हो जाएगा।
इसका कॉन्सेप्ट ये देखो, you have two objects, and you've tied a rope between the two objects, और रस्सी ढीली है देखिए में हमने। So let's say that you cut a part of the rope in the middle, from the middle, and you tie the two ends together again. उससे क्या होगा? To the string,
बढ़
जाएगी।
क्या होनी चाहिए?
बढ़ जाएगी। Taut हो जाएगी ना, right? The muscle will become taut, the rope will become taut. The power of the muscle will increase, the pull will increase. Power की जगह pull, the pull will increase क्योंकि we're shortening the muscle, लेकिन उसकी insertion और origin they're at the same place, right? They're at the same place, the origin and insertion, and we remove a part of the muscle from the middle. It means that the other part they will, the muscle it will become more taut, and the pull of the muscle will increase. So the opposite of resection is,
ये तो फिर हम एंटेगोनिस्ट मसल पे करेंगे।
ये हम किस पे करेंगे अभी मैं इसके साथ डिस्कस करते हैं इन दिस केस। ठीक है, अभी हम इस पे देख लेते हैं कि हम किस केस में करेंगे। फर्स्ट हम रिसेशन देखते हैं क्या। सो व्हाट इज रिसेशन?
रिसेशन में ओरिजिन इंसर्शन को चेंज करते हैं या इंसर्शन को आई गेस चेंज करते हैं।
यस दैट्स गुड ठीक है, वी चेंज और we remove the muscle at the insertion or insertion and we reinsert the muscle at a posterior place. जब हम पीछे place करेंगे थोड़ा सा, ठीक है, वही same concept है. Let's say a string is tied to two ends or two poles. We move one pole closer to the other pole. उससे क्या होगा?
वीक हो जाएगा मसल।
वीक हो जाएगा, ठीक है। पुल विल डिक्रीज।
यस,
पुल विल डिक्रीज। ये आपको कॉन्सेप्ट इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये आना चाहिए। रिसेक्शन में फर्क क्या है? इन रिसेक्शन वी रिमूव अ सेक्शन ऑफ द मसल, ठीक है, सो दैट द ओरिजिन एंड इंसर्शन दे आर एट द सेम प्लेस, और उससे ये होगा कि द पुल ऑफ द मसल विल इंक्रीज। इन रिसेक्शन रिमूव द इंसर्शन, हम इंसर्शन रिमूव कहते हैं। अब इंसर्शन को हम पोस्टीरियरली प्लांट कहते हैं। पोस्टीरियरली मींस दैट इट इज गेटिंग क्लोजर टू द ओरिजिन ऑफ द मसल। तो ऐसे होगा द टॉटनेस और द पुल विल डिक्रीज। सो इन दिस केस अभी हमने हमारा सिनेरियो था ओरिजिनली ऑफ इजोट्रोपिया, लेफ्ट इजोट्रोपिया, हम किस आई को ऑपरेट करेंगे?
लेफ्ट।
obviously ठीक है, that's what left eye को हम operate करेंगे, and after operating on operating left eye, squint इसकी किस this is squint is in which direction of gaze?
Nasally.
Nasally है ना, तो nasal and lateral are on the horizontal aspect, ठीक है? तो this is horizontal squint. We know that on the horizontal plane कितने muscles act कर रहे हैं?
Two, lateral or medial.
Lateral and medial sectors, right? So we will resect one of these muscles and we will recess one of these muscles.
Recess medial and resect lateral.
क्यों?
क्योंकि medial की power को कम नहीं करना.
बिल्कुल.
मीडियल की पावर.
Medial की power को कम करना है, lateral की power को increase करना है. So in order to increase the power of the lateral rectus, we will perform a lateral muscle resection. That's good. And in order to decrease the power of the medial rectus, we will perform a medial rectus
recession.
ठीक है? Recession. तो these are the two most important and frequently used surgical treatments. इसके अलावा दो और होती हैं, दो तीन और होती हैं बल्कि. One is a myotomy. Myotomy क्या होती है? Anyone can tell from the terminology. Myo means muscle. That's good. And Tomy means T-O-M-I. T-O-M-I. Opening, yes, opening. Opening or removal, a simple removal. ठीक है? जिस तरह craniotomy आपने सुना है ना, craniotomy, a part of the skull is removed. Laparotomy, an incision or an opening is made. ठीक है? Cholecystectomy, the gallbladder is removed. Right? So in myotomy, we remove a part of the muscle. This is a dangerous operation. This complication होती है in such that the muscle is weakened, convergence is very much reduced, and also those sort of things. So it is an operation which can be done, however, it is not frequently used. And another of the operations is used when the inferior or superior obliques are involved. वो मैं भी discuss नहीं करता because it will get confusing, right? So briefly, this was how we will manage a patient of evertropia. We have 4 minutes left almost. Agli mein we will start with exotropia. Is there anything you would like to ask?
सर्जरी के बाद भी ग्लासेस
बोलो कंसा.
सर्जरी के बाद भी ग्लासेस वगैरह उसको पहनने होंगे या सही हो जाएगा वो?
बिल्कुल, सर्जरी के बाद we have to continue with glasses. ठीक है? All of this treatment, all of this surgery, this amblyopia treatment, it goes hand in hand with glasses. क्योंकि हमारा जो केस था इसमें the cause of the squint is the excessive accommodation. ठीक है? And that excessive accommodation is due to hypermetropia. तो hypermetropia को जब तक हम treat नहीं करेंगे, we will never be able to treat the convergence, excessive convergence हो रही है. ठीक है? अब लेट्स से हमारे पास चाइल्ड बिल्कुल इनिशियल स्टेजेस में आता है, राइट? चलो उसे समझो कि हमारे पास परफेक्ट हिस्ट्री है कि उसे 2 दिन पहले ये डेवलप होना स्टार्ट हुआ है. Then we know that if it is only 2 or 3 days or a minimal as a minimal time period, then glasses alone will be effective. हम पे glasses ही देंगे तो it will be cured. बच्चा ठीक हो जाएगा. लेकिन ये होता है कि अमूमन बच्चे आपको नहीं बता सकते ना, they cannot present with complaints. और कभी-कभी माँ बाप भी सुस्ती दिखाते हैं, हो जाता है कि the presentation is later such that complications have developed. तो हमने दरअसल complications ही देखनी है साथ-साथ कि कौन सी develop हो रही है. And the treatment of these complications, amblyopia, abnormalist retinal correspondence, it goes hand in hand and side by side with the initial treatment of glasses. ठीक है? और सर्जरी उसके साथ हम तब देते हैं when we think that the degree is sufficient और binocular vision में मसला करेगी. मतलब फ्यूजन डेवलप हो रही है लेकिन there is such a deviation that the child cannot see properly दोनों आंखों से diplopia के बगैर. So we have to treat that diplopia, right? So one thing is that if the angle is small and the surgery will not be effective. क्योंकि छोटा angle है, surgery cannot be effective. If the surgery is ineffective and the angle is small, तो हम diplopia therapy करेंगे. However, if the angle is large angle of deviation and surgery is effective, then we do surgery. And after surgery, we again maintain glasses and amblyopia therapy if it is necessary. Because that if we do not use glasses, then there will again be excessive convergence, excessive accommodation. और जो हमने surgery की थी उसके बावजूद
लेकिन अगर with age eyeball size में increase करेगा और
hypermetropia decrease हो जाएगा, ठीक है, hypermetropia decrease हो जाएगा with age.
hypermetropia अगर decrease हो जाएगा तो फिर glasses खत्म करनी पड़ेंगी,
तब जाके हम glasses खत्म कर सकते हैं. That's good, क्योंकि तब तो accommodation की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी ना. लेकिन होता यह है कि अगर हम तब तक वेट करें कि hypermetropia ठीक होने तक, तब ये होगा कि इस आई की excessive deviation की वजह से इसमें जो हमने देखा कि amblyopia develop हो जाएगा, और हम उसको अगर ट्रीट नहीं करेंगे और abnormal retinal correspondence अगर डेवलप होती है उसको हम ट्रीट नहीं करेंगे, then the vision in this eye will become severely decreased, severely affected. और फिर साथ साथ we saw that कि muscle contractures भी डेवलप हो जाते हैं. तो we have to use glasses until then, until the hypermetropia is cured or treated. इसीलिए an important point here is that जो squints होते हैं और hypermetropia की वजह से, especially accommodative esotropias, they improve with